We're Eternals. For 7,000 years, we protected humans from the Deviants.
Why didn't you guys help fight Thanos? Or any war, or all the other terrible things throughout history?
We were instructed not to interfere until now.
You hear that? Eternals assemble.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, who's your gardener?
This planet and these people have changed all of us. When you love something, you protect it.
For eternity.
Marvel Studios Eternals.
What's your superpower?
You know that your babysitting privileges are completely revoked.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
So, we just saw Eternals. My God.
Yes.
Let's get into it. All right. So, we start off with, we saw them first on the ship, right?
Yes.
We saw them.
And they were looking at Earth.
Yes.
Yes.
And then it was 5,000 BC when they arrived.
Yeah.
And they saved them from the
Deviants.
Deviants. I was like, what's her name?
I kept in my mind, I kept wanting to say Decepticons, and I'm like, this is not Transformers.
Not.
I was like, we have the Autobots, who are
Right.
the Eternals, and then we have the Decepticons.
Yeah.
That's just how it
That's
works.
how it is.
And
how
then
it
me,
works.
I was trying to think,
not
like,
far off in my opinion.
I was like, Loki. What were they called in Loki? Those that got off of the timeline that they were, what were they
Variants.
called? Variants. And I was like, deviants, variants. What's
Same
the term?
difference.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's getting stuck. But
So we learned that the Eternals were sent to our Earth, to defeat the Deviants that were here, who were destroying the human race.
Right.
And basically just to keep peace. But
Right.
they were also instructed to not interfere with our shenanigans.
Right. That's what they were originally told.
That was their original directive.
I was a little worried that it was going to be too many characters that we don't know about and that it would be difficult to follow. But I think they handled it pretty well.
I appreciate, because I think originally there were 10 of them all together. I tried to count. It was like 2, 4. I think there's 10
Yeah.
altogether. So I appreciate it, and I thought it was like better for us to understand how they split them up into kind of like twos.
Yes.
And so we got a little bit of everyone's story after they, I guess, settled here.
Right. I guess like one thing we didn't get, well, they all didn't really have a backstory, we find out.
Correct.
We kind of got to see a little bit of what they were doing from when they split up.
Up to the present day.
Up to the present day. Some we got more of than others.
Yeah.
Which I'm hoping, I guess it looks like we're going to get another one. So we'll get, we'll find out
What happened?
what happens, find out more about the characters.
maybe.
Maybe.
So things that surprised me about it, like Ajak dying, Selma, like I thought, you an Eternal, girl. Like you in the movie, y'all all gonna survive, you're immortal. No, y'all can die.
Right. And early.
And early.
Before we even got, like, were we an hour in when she was there? I don't know.
20 minutes in, dead. I'm
Dead.
like, oh.
Just killing people left and right.
Right.
Yeah, learning about, like, once we got through the movie and we learned who the Eternals really are and, like, how they were made and stuff like that, it makes sense for her to have been killed early on, because it's like, these people are disposable. Or these creations are disposable. It was very shocking, though. Because I was like, I thought this was her movie with accessories.
Because you're the leader.
You in charge. What happened?
What happened? Gone.
Dead.
I didn't have that vibe at all. I had a feeling she was going to be going. I
Yeah.
felt like she was going to get betrayed by one of them. And
Early on, you felt that?
yeah.
See, I didn't catch that early on until Ikaris was off by himself, and I was like, hold up.
What was he doing?
What's going? And when he made what we said, Kingo.
Yeah.
When he made him repeat, "I'll follow you to the end," I was like, "Oh Lord, what did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do?"
That's the only time I was like, wait. Something's fishy. The whole time up until that point, I was like, oh, we a team.
Yeah.
We a family. We in this together. If I say that we gonna defeat Askram, then we all gonna do it together because we family.
Ashram.
What is his name?
It's like Ashram and you're like Askrim or something. It's really funny.
Thanks, guys.
It's okay.
No, but he was too quiet for me at times when they were trying to discuss how they were going to stop the
emergence.
The emergence.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
He seemed too quiet to me, and I'm like, it's always the quiet ones you have to suspect. And so I just kept going like, he's not on board with them.
And that's interesting because I was just like, he's not in charge, so he's being quiet out of respect for Sersi. Like, I think I looked at it like this. Everyone had the understanding that Ikaris is the strongest of whoever's left, but Ajak entrusted Sersi because there was something special about her that she trusted more. That's how I looked at it up until he betrayed them.
And see, me, I was like, well, we didn't know he killed her, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, you were the first celestial you were the first eternal near her dead body. So you were it just happened.
Got you.
I'm like, it
Luck
could have
of the
been,
draw.
exactly, it could have been anybody. That's what I interpreted that as.
Yeah.
And I think maybe just because I was just trying to learn who everybody was, I wasn't paying attention that it was possible for him to betray her until it actually happened. I think I was just like, what's going on?
You think I would have learned from seeing Captain Marvel. You can't really trust the people that's, that you be with. Not all the time.
Right.
All the time.
But I was just fully invested, like, yes, together.
Right.
We're going to do this.
Right, yeah.
Not the case.
No. It's interesting, though, that if Ashram is able, it seems like he's able to call whoever the leader is with the little sphere. It's interesting that he is not, and he created them, that he's not like connected with them to be like, you're not following orders, terminated.
Yeah, why would you intercept or try to stop whatever their plan was?
I was very curious about that too, because I was like, it seemed like in the beginning with Ajak that whenever he wanted to have a conversation with her, it seemed like he would just kind of like call to her with the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I kept thinking, oh, that's how he's keeping tabs.
Right.
But when it didn't happen with Sersi, I was like,
right, but he came and swept them up in the end.
When
No,
I say he snatched them. Hey, time out.
them.
Right.
All of y'all.
Came in there looking
I gotta
like
read
the
your memories.
Watcher.
Right.
didn't he?
Literally.
Yeah.
You come with me now. Punishment.
And it's interesting that when they were trying to put the Celestial to sleep or kill him, that he didn't interfere then.
Yeah.
You think he would have a connection to the Celestial. He has a connection to the Eternals that he created, that he couldn't have figured it out. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then another thing, just at the end, he only pulled in Sersi, Phastos, and Kingo, right?
Yes.
And Sprite didn't go?
I didn't see
Sprite's
Sprite.
human.
Oh, right,
so I
right,
guess
right.
he lost the connection to be able to do that. I'm curious to know how he could not get the other ones with their ship. That's his, like he created the ship, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they built it.
I know.
So I'm curious why he couldn't get them too.
Yeah.
I don't know if those are plot holes or if there's just more about the character that we don't know to explain that.
I think I looked at it as one of those kind of like timekeeper things. Like this has to happen for whatever story it is that you like, whatever end goal you want. This is just how it has to be. So the other ones can just go on. It doesn't matter, but I need these three.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's accurate, but that's how I looked at it.
Right. Especially like when Kingo was like, I'm not being a part of it at all. He didn't fight, which I found very interesting. I understand that he said that he agreed with Ikaris. He just said, I'm not going to kill y'all over it. So I'm kind of just like, he didn't necessarily defy orders, so why pick him up and be like, you didn't do what I told you to do?
Maybe because he didn't do what he told him to do.
He was supposed to do what Ikaris did and be willing to kill
Yeah.
the other Eternals, I guess.
Yeah, he wasn't down to die for the cause.
He wasn't. He was good comic relief. Although I am kind of sad that it feels like that's all they used him for. So I'm hoping the fact that he was picked up by Ashram, that he'll have a bigger part in the next movie that they do. Yeah, I just
I think it goes
like,
back to there were too many people.
there were a lot of people.
For everyone to have, I feel like, a significant amount of time to shine. I mean, granted, it was a 3-hour movie. Yes, I said 3 hours.
Yes.
It was a 3-hour movie. So there was time, but also they have a story to tell on top of character development.
Yeah.
Right, which makes me wonder why they chose to do this many at one time. Is that how they always are presented in the comics? But then towards the end, we find out that there's like other sets of Eternals. So I wonder why they wanted to do this set together and so many together.
Maybe they threw them all out because of the fact that there are other sets of Eternals. So it's like, we want y'all to get an understanding that we have these 10 here, but there's also 10 there, 10 there, 10 there, 10 there. Just to show like the gravity of his reach. I don't know.
Yeah, it's 10. I counted again. I was like, let me make sure. Because 10
like,
just seemed like it was a lot of them, but 10 just seemed like
I was like, did I see
large
10
number.
people?
I was like, 2,
Right.
4, yeah, that's 10.
Wow.
But I do think the casting was really good, though.
No,
Yes.
it was.
So like we knew Selma was in it. Thought she was going to be in it longer, but I guess she played that part very well. I mean, for the little time we got her.
Yeah.
I thought Thena was going to have a bigger role than what she had.
And I think the only reason I thought that is because it's
Angelina
Angelina Jolie.
Right.
Not necessarily because I know anything about Thena, the character.
Yeah, that's true.
I was just like, they have these big names, so obviously they're going to be the fixtures of the movie.
Right.
And they were not.
And they were not.
Which is okay.
Which is
Totally
totally
fine.
cool.
The
But it
ones
was
who
off.
were the stars, quote unquote,
Gemma, great.
did a great job.
I love that they chose an Asian woman to lead this story. It was great.
Yeah. And I, jumping towards the end when Phastos was putting together the bracelets for them, I was like, oh, look at Shang-Chi coming through a little bit.
See, okay, I
said
give
the
me the
same
vibes.
thing.
Give me the vibes.
I saw and I was like, Marvel got a thing with bracelets, okay?
Yeah.
Because this Shang-Chi and time travel.
Yeah.
Endgame, yeah.
Endgame. I was like, so bracelets
Connect
are
us all together.
that's how you save the world.
Yeah.
You gotta have a bracelet.
gotta have a bracelet.
If you don't have a bracelet, then the world ends.
Yeah,
Just
pretty
so you
much.
know. If you didn't know, now you know.
If you didn't know, now you know.
Wear
Get
a
you a
bracelet.
bracelet.
Get you a bracelet. These deviants,
Holy
bro.
moly.
Whoa.
I thought it gave me the anxiety that I felt watching Infinity War. Like, we're not gonna win this.
Right.
We're not, like, how do they keep
They keep
evolving
coming back.
and getting stronger, and then also sucking power from people
Right.
and being able to use. I don't want to be a part of this
No.
world. Get me out.
And I know, like, from learning about Endgame, just researching other, stories that we know about, I have heard the term deviant. I didn't think that's what they look like.
Honestly, I thought it was like just a bad guy.
Right. Honestly, I thought it was like Thanos, because I thought Thanos was a deviant or part of that world. That's what I thought that
Yeah.
was. So when it was like a full-on creature,
It's a monster.
it's a monster.
I had no idea what they were going to be battling.
No.
That was a complete
They
surprise.
kept that a good secret.
They kept
I
that a
really
good
thought they
secret.
was just gonna meet up with the Avengers or whoever was left and be like, there's another villain that, like, a person that we have to fight. So we're gonna help y'all because y'all
Thanos
can't win.
point two. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting
It was
that they
not
kept
that.
calling,
No.
the Avengers did this, and then they were talking about the blip, and it was just like, okay, so
We
you
know
guys,
what
you're
world
aware
we're
of,
in.
yes, you know what's going on.
I always love that. Give me, not necessarily, I don't know if you would call it a callback, but give me something so it kind of cements me in the world that we're
Yes.
in. So it's like, I know what you know. I understand who we might be interacting with or who we might be seeing. So
Right.
I appreciate that. I like that a lot.
So one thing I want to talk about, I whispered to Alisha, like, okay, so the first person they killed, somehow like person of color. Second person they killed was
Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh, person of color. So you gonna kill two Eternals and they people of color. Okay, Marvel.
I peeped
That's
that.
when she did that. When that happened, I looked at Alisha and said, "I'm watching you, Marvel. what are we saying
Count your
here?"
days. Because then when Brian got when Thena was going through her mad weary at first and she got Brian, I was like, wait.
Hold up.
Not the brother man in the beginning.
Right.
Like, it's still early days.
Right.
Let us get let him be
Right.
in here a little bit.
Right.
Please. So yeah, I peeped that as well. And I was like,
watch. And then I see
careful.
another one.
be careful.
And what makes me wonder, again, in the comics, how important are these two characters?
Yeah.
And if you couldn't use them in the story, it was kind of like, then why present them? And I don't know. I mean, I understand there's always going to be someone that has to be the one to die, but it was just like, why is, I don't know why I can't say his name right. Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh.
It is
Like
Gil
fish
with
gills.
a G.
Yeah, she did.
Why did Gilgamesh have to save Thena? Why was Thena more important than Gilgamesh?
Because he loved her.
And I guess
That's the only
it's like
explanation I
it's as
have.
simple as that.
Yeah.
I mean, but okay, so that's his reasoning. But as far as the storyline goes, is it just because she's the goddess of war and that means she's stronger than whoever he was? Is it that simple? And I don't need to read that far into it.
I don't know.
But we also know that they purposely chose to swap genders and swap races because, you know, that's not the stories they were telling back then.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious.
But now I'm thinking because we know that they are not human, maybe they could come back.
Yes.
You know, because oh boy, I'm not gonna say his name no more. 'Cause I keep messing it up. Because he created them and they're like AI or whatever you want to call them. Like maybe they could. They could
I mean,
have
because
another
they
version.
showed her going back, or he was showing her the truth, and there was
was another
multiple versions of all of them. So I
Mm-hmm.
do. That's true. They could come back.
Yeah.
Which makes me wonder: is Ikaris really dead?
He committed suicide.
Why
He's
did
dead.
I don't know.
Oh boy, listen.
It was so cool too. Well, not cool.
If it's cool, let it be cool.
Well, I don't know if it is. It was just that, you know, his name was Ikaris.
Yeah.
And he's like flying to the sun.
Yeah.
And I mean, it
I
was
got
like,
that. I was
yes.
like, that's exactly.
Oh.
And they said it.
That's where the story comes
They
from.
said it. But okay, so you flew into the sun at the end, but I'm like, did you really die? One, I'm wondering, what's the energy source that he uses that comes out of his eyes? They all have. Is that the same energy as the sun? And if it's inside you, how can it kill you?
Good point. I don't know.
Maybe it's just his house. Like he in there
Right,
chilling.
maybe he
He's
was
not
just like,
dead.
He'll
right,
house
that's
arrest.
where he's been this whole time. For when he left,
He
Gemma-
resting.
When he left Sersi, he went to the sun. That's how he recharges. I don't know.